The Stars have arrived in Columbus. The captain of the Anaheim Ducks, Ryan Getzlaf, and his family. The captain in Tampa, Steven Stamkos, taking photographs with the fans in Columbus. The leading goal scorer for the LA Kings, Anze Kopitar, and his family getting their way to the convention center, and Jake Voracek as the Stars have aligned in Columbus. The All-Stars have arrived in Columbus, Ohio.
Moves in, deep, and scores! What a play by Steven Stamkos.
He scores! Patrick Kane scores! Kessel slaps it home!
But the teams have yet to be picked. It will be up to these two captains to separate the group.
It's the captain, Jonathan Toews! Scores! Nick Foligno!
To choose friend or adversary.
This one's my pick. It'll give everyone a good chance to really boo here. Phil Kessel.
It's nice to have my teammate at my back up here.
Teammate or countryman.
We're extremely proud to pick Erik Karlsson.
In a room full of stars, one will shine brightest as the first player chosen, while one will be left as the last man standing. It's the third NHL All-Star Game Player Fantasy Draft, and it starts now. The city of Columbus and the Columbus Blue Jackets hosting the NHL All-Star Weekend for the very first time as the Stars, the biggest and brightest ones in the National Hockey League, have come together here in this great city in Columbus. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2015 NHL Fantasy All-Star Draft. What a crowd we have here at the Convention Center in downtown Columbus. I'm Catherine Tappan. Happy to have you all with us.
And I'm Darren Millard. You know, players are creatures of habit, Catherine. They know when they're going to play. They know who they're going to play against. They usually know who they're going to line up with on the ice. That is not the case because only 6 players arrived in Columbus knowing which team they were going to play for. The rest are assignable. And those captains and alternates all have teammates back there waiting to be picked. So what do? Do you take your buddy or do you go in a different direction? That latter part has caused some tensions in the previous 2 fantasy drafts.
Lots of tension, lots of nerves, lots of anticipation for this. A sparkling Honda Accord to my right that will be handed out at the end of the night. But of course, let's get right to it. We have 2 captains to introduce you to. And first, it is the captain of the away team. It's Jonathan Toews. He's the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks, and he is captain of Team Toews here this weekend. Jonathan Toews in his 8th NHL season. He is the 3rd leading vote getter in the National Hockey League for the All-Star Game. A 2-time Stanley Cup champ. Jonathan, what the heck was with all the booze there?
Well, that's kind of what we're going to expect for the rest of the weekend. So we're taking on that role, and we're proud of it.
It's your 3rd All-Star Game, but of course this is your first time. You talk about roles as the role of captain. So do you have a strategy coming into this night?
Well, I've been talking with Ryan Getzlaf and Rick Nash for the last 20 minutes, and you know, I think we're going with the no strategy right now.
20
minutes.
minutes.
How it goes.
You're putting a lot into that.
Yeah, a little too much maybe.
Well, the Chicago Blackhawks had 5 of the top 6 NHL vote getters for the All-Star Game here this weekend. What does that tell you about your fans in Chicago?
Well, we got great fans. It's an amazing city and a great organization, but the 5 of us are great. Very appreciative and very happy to be here in Columbus. Used to come here a lot when we were in the same division, so should be a lot of fun this weekend. A lot of great fans here in Columbus as well.
All right, well, we're going to get the fun started. We're going to have you go to the podium right over there. Take your mark at your laptop to get busy. And who else is on deck for the captains?
The captain of the home team from the Columbus Blue Jackets, Nick Foligno. That C looks pretty good.
Yeah, it feels good, feels good.
So you're a first-time All-Star, and they also make you pick the team. No sliding through this weekend.
Yeah, they just wanted to put all the pressure on me all at once here, so I'm taking it in stride. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this.
Now, are you a guy that plays a lot of fantasy sports?
Not really, to be honest with you. So this will be pretty interesting. I'm gonna delegate to a lot of my assistants on this one.
Have you put more than 20 minutes in that Jonathan Toews has researched?
I think I put about 21. So is that good? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm feeling good about our chances here.
Well, congratulations. Look forward to the night and have some fun. Okay. Send you over to the podium. There's the captain of Team Foligno.
Already some trash talking here. Yep. He's got 21 minutes. Toews has 20. Well, they're not alone up there on the podium. Both captains will be flanked by their assistant captains. And we begin with Team Toews. And we introduce you to the captain of the Anaheim Ducks, Ryan Getzlaf. He will be an alternate captain for Team Toews. Ryan Getzlaf is in his 10th NHL season, 3rd All-Star appearance. This season, he leads the team in assists and points, and of course, he won the Stanley Cup back in 2007. And a familiar name here in Columbus. Curious to see what happens here when we bring out the other alternate captain, Rick Nash of the New York Rangers.
That's the response.
Rick Nash played 9 seasons here in Columbus. He now is with the New York Rangers in the Big Apple, and he has 28 goals on the season. That ties with Tyler Seguin, who is also here tonight for the most goals in the National Hockey League. So, some big stars on the stage and more to come.
Assisting Nick Foligno from the Chicago Blackhawks, his 2nd time around as an alternate captain at the fantasy draft, Patrick Kane. Patrick, by the way, was drafted 1st overall in Columbus back in 2007, and you've got 2 Blackhawks on alternate sides.
Are you messing up his hair over there? Is that what you're doing?
Rounding out Team Foligno
rivalry.
From the Los Angeles Kings, Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, 2-time Olympian, and yet that is his 1st time at the All-Star game. Well deserved.
All right, so lots to get to tonight, including a lot of action backstage where probably most of the trash talking is going on. That's where we find Pierre Maguire. Hey, Pierre.
Hello, Catherine. Hello, Darren. All right, you're familiar with going 1st overall, 2006 with Sarnia, 1st overall in the Ontario Hockey League draft, 1st overall in the 2008 NHL draft. What's it like to go 1st overall?
It's good. It's bragging rights. You always want to be the best at what you do, so I've been fortunate to have that experience before, and look forward to have some fun tonight.
Your general manager in Tampa, Steve Yzerman, knows a lot about team building. If you were building a team for the All-Star game, what would you be looking to do?
Ooh, I think you need a good goaltender. You got a lot of good players out there. You need someone that can stop the puck. I know we got a lot of good goaltenders here tonight, so we'll see how it goes down.
Have a blast this weekend, Stephen.
Thank you.
Catherine, Darren, back to you.
All right, Pierre, so Steven Stamkos would take a goaltender. Guess what? All of you can get involved at home, here in the audience. The players can get involved backstage. We want to know who you think is going to go #1 overall here at the Fantasy Draft. Go to NBCSports.com/vote. Here are your choices: Alex Ovechkin, Steven Stamkos, Claude Giroux, or Carey Price. Let your voice be known. We'll find out what the answer is right after the break.